If you're in the friend zone, it might not be the worst thing as long as you don't finish there.
In fact, many girls actually want to date someone who can be their best friend.
Disclaimer though, just because you are her best friend does not mean you have a chance.
So today we're dedicating this video to all the guys who don't know how the hell to get out the friend zone. So here are some tips for you. But before that, make sure you go watch our previous video because I'm sure you're gonna enjoy that too.
The key to getting out the friend zone is not being easily accessible to her. Sometimes people don't realize what they have until they don't have it.
So one of the first tips that we can give you is to make sure that you have a life. Whether that's a hobby, you're going to school, you have a job, you're doing something that shows that you have a life outside of your guys' friendship. That makes somebody look desirable.
The next tip we can give you, honestly, is to have friends. Show her that you're not the only one you're depending on. At the same time, you can also have your friends, if you know what I mean. And that way it shows her that, you know, other people desire you.
That's a fact. Some girls need to see that, oh wait, oh shit, I'm not the only person he gives attention to.
Some girls are like that and we apologize. Like,
yeah,
girls are
I
like
apologize
that.
for my gender.
They don't be realizing, homeboy, you know what, he's probably a potential.
Yeah, they
option.
just don't know that you're a candidate unless you're somebody else's candidate, if that makes sense.
Sadly. Also, having friends can actually show you that you might be interested in someone else.
That's a fact.
So do it. Do it, boy.
Alright, so this is probably a tip that is usually told to guys who are trying to get tips on how to get out the friend zone. And it is pay attention to the little things. This shit actually matters. Whether you're actually getting out the friend zone, or if you're trying to be, you know, in a relationship with somebody, or if you're trying to just show somebody that you care, pay attention to the little things, but make it really subtle. You don't have to point out the fact that you're literally noting everything that she's saying in your head, but you know, point out every once in a while something that she did say. She can be like, oh shit, like, are you paying attention?
We like that, so do that. On top of that, compliment her, but also in a subtle way. It'll show her that you acknowledge her, but that it doesn't make it obvious that you're interested.
And lastly, be available for the things that actually matter. You know, like if there's a funeral or something like that, show up. If there's a birthday event, show up. But you don't have to be there all the time. You don't have to show her all the time that you're readily available. Because, again, girls are weird in the sense that we want you to be there, but when we're not really looking at your way, like, we don't need to feel like you're being needy and you're being clingy. I know this sounds stupid. Because when you're in a relationship, you want literally the opposite. But hey, I didn't say this is the most sensible tips for how to get out the friend zone. I'm just saying, unfortunately, this is how some girls' brains work.
You just have to know who you're messing with, to be honest. If you really know her, then you'll know how she works. Some girls, unfortunately, are like this.
Which, speaking of knowing who you're working with and your situation, there are some things that you need to keep in mind before you go along with these steps on how to get out of the friend zone.
First thing to keep in mind is, do you even have a chance, homie? Do you think she's playing you? Or do you think she's playing hard to get?
This is the kind of question you need to be really honest with yourself. Don't be lying and thinking like, oh wait, I'm kind of cute, I might have a chance, we've been friends since we were 5. No, be honest.
Don't think because we have a good couple conversations, she tells me everything. Don't confuse the fact that that's your best friend, that she's interested in you. Remember that.
The next thing, I know is really hard to get through some of y'all thick skulls, but if she's interested in somebody or if she's with somebody, we are not recommending these steps. No. Back up, find somebody else because she found somebody else. So just back up from that situation and let her do her thing. And when the time is right and when the time is appropriate and when you think you have an actual chance, then proceed with these steps.
Also, don't get mad if she's with someone else. Please do not do that. Please do not think because you have the title of being her best friend, you're automatically candidate number 1.
Right.
That's where you go wrong and the whole friendship is out the window.
You're not entitled to her just because you guys get along and because you guys been friends. That doesn't give you any type of entitlement, and like Emily said, that does not give you the speed pass in front of the line.
Now ask yourself this too, guys. Do you really like her? Don't think like, oh, she's kind of cute. We had some good conversations. Like, no. You need to really think here. Get your mind rolling. Do you really like her? Are you ready to take this next step?
I'm not gonna lie, some girls don't take certain guys seriously because they actually don't think that you genuinely like her, because she hasn't given you the opportunity to like her. She probably hasn't even opened up to you, and some of y'all are still trying to break out the friend zone when you guys aren't even in the friend zone to begin with. So think about that question. Like, do you know her, bro?
Do you?
Do you know her fucking middle name?
Do you know her favorite color?
That hasn't mattered. Yeah. This next question might hurt some of y'all feelings.
We're sorry.
But have y'all already been rejected? Like, did she already say no?
Ooh.
Even if she didn't actually say no? If you've already dealt with rejection, chances are she's gonna reject your ass again. So don't go for these steps. Like, don't do it. Don't do it, because the next time is gonna hurt a little harder. So do not go forward if you've already been rejected. Please, just don't do that. That's really embarrassing.
And last thing to keep in mind, guys, do you like her enough to risk your relationship? Now keep in mind, if you're trying to get out the friend zone, this may lead to you having to sit her down, have the conversation. Remember, do not expect her to have the same feelings. If you're doing this and you're putting yourself in the situation, this is all on you. You might be risking your friendship here.
Honestly, that's the best way to end this, because that is honestly the most important. If you actually already appreciate what you have while you're in the friend zone, you gotta really pick and choose your battles. Is what you think you're gonna have worth more than like your friendship? If the answer is no, stick to the friend zone, bro.
Yeah.
Just find you somebody else that's actually worth that, because honestly, some of these friendships are not worth breaking over. We do want to close this video off by saying, like, don't be stuck on this one person, especially when you don't know what your chances are. You know, I'm assuming you're a young person if you're watching our video. Explore. You're young. You don't have to stick to this one person, because like we said earlier, you might find out that you probably don't like this person all that much, and that there's actually somebody out there that will enjoy your time and attention. So I hope these tips were helpful for you guys. You guys especially, because y'all be needing
Some help.
tips. I hope some of my friends are watching this, because
Fellas, we got you. Got you.
I know y'all been in the friend zone for a minute. And we just trying to subliminally help you. You know who
Y'all know who y'all. Stop
Right.
playing, stop playing.
Anyways, but if you enjoyed this video and any of our other videos, which I'm sure you're gonna go on and click after this video, please make sure to subscribe to our channel. And please also make sure to like this video, comment under this video, and to share with your friends.
Also make sure to hit that bell icon so you can get notified every single time we post a new video, as well as follow us on our social medias. They will be linked in the description box below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next one.